Guys, welcome back to this fabulous channel. Welcome back to the City of Sin. If you guys are new to the channel or stopping in for the first time, my name is Ryan. I will be your host as always. Today we're actually here in Paradise, Nevada. We're gonna do the strip walk here for you for 2020, so let's check it out. So right now we are in Harris, headed towards the Las Vegas Boulevard. Yes, I am putting up with Harris. The smell seems to have died down a little bit from when they first changed the scent here at Harris. So it is not as strong or as potent as it once was. So that is definitely a plus. This statue over to my right, that has been here at Harris for as long as I can remember. Over on my left-hand side is the sports book at Harris. Over on my right-hand side, this is where the High Limit Slot Lounge is at Harris. I've played there a few times back when I was dabbling in the Caesars rewards before I started to become more MGM exclusive, shall we say. The reason why I did the big switch from Caesars over to MGM, plain and simple, they just hooked me up and comped me better. So if they want to continue to comp me or hook me up here in Las Vegas, I am always down for that. So if you guys want to help me out with that, definitely go ahead and do that. I will never say don't comp me here in Vegas. So we're going to make our way outside to the Las Vegas Boulevard. Over on my right, there is a piano bar here at Harris that is pretty cool. So during the evening, if you want to check that out, it is a pretty cool spot. Over on my left-hand side, this is called the Carnival Court. This gets a little bit crazy on Friday and Saturday nights. And if you're staying on the Mardi Gras Towers over on this side of Harris, it does get a little bit loud. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up, it is a cool spot to grab a drink and enjoy some of the nightlife and entertainment here in Las Vegas. But it does get a little crazy from time to time. So Guy Fieri's kitchen and bar is over on my right-hand side. I have never eaten here, but I've always heard good things, so one of these days I'll definitely have to check it out. This is probably one of my favorite entrances to any Las Vegas resort, hotel, and casino, is the link. Look at this, guys. It's absolutely epic. The gold shimmering or flakes that go through that video display are absolutely awesome. Now, they've redone the link quite a bit here at this juncture coming up, which I'll show you. So I thought it would be a cool idea, and you guys will have to let me know what you think. I was thinking about doing a compilation video of some of these strip walk videos to show you some of the progression and some of the changes over the time and as years come and go. So I think that would be kind of cool. Like, I have videos of this when it was before what it is, this what it is today, and then this also when it was under construction. So if you guys think that would be a cool idea to do like a compilation video of Las Vegas and the Strip and see the changes that I kind of put together, show you some of the things that have changed in more of a shorter, more focused on the changes. Oh my goodness, the ceiling and these tile things are absolutely awesome. I want these in my house for sure. But yeah, if you guys think that would be cool, definitely comment that down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you, see what you guys have to say here in Las Vegas. We're going to make our way out of the link. We'll take our way down the link promenade. This will take you in between the link and in between the Flamingo. So coming up here, this is the exit that will take you down towards the link promenade, and then straight across from us will be Margaritaville. So we're going to go outside here, check it out, and enjoy the rest of our strip walk today. It is a little bit on the windy side. It is a little bit chilly today, so if you see people all bundled up, it is quite chilly today and it is quite windy. So if the wind interferes with some of the audio a little bit, I do apologize for that ahead of time. It is pretty breezy in the city, and when you get in between some of these larger buildings, it acts as a wind tunnel sometimes. So if you want to get your tickets to Flyling Zipline, they're right over to the right-hand side for that. A little bit further down will be your ticket for the high roller. Over on my right is Starbucks. That has been here forever. On my left-hand side, that used to be where the old Tag Sports Bar and Grill was, and that's why I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to show you some of these compilation videos. I have videos of actually when Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips was under construction. So if you guys want to see these, be sure to comment. I have plenty of Las Vegas footage. And that reminds me, the last video that we did, we had asked you guys how much video did we capture on this trip? Now keep in mind, guys, we shoot a minimum of 4K at 30 frames per second here, so it is no light duty when we're talking about how much data I actually film in Las Vegas. So if you're interested for that answer, this will be in the top right hand corner. So check out that answer in the top right hand corner. I hope you guys were right. If you were right, be sure to @4K Vegas and say, I was right, I got the answer. So that would be awesome. If you guys were right, be sure to tell me if you were. Now, one thing that was kind of surprising to me is 80% of you have not subscribed to this channel. I don't know why that is. That seems like a rather high number to me, but let's go ahead and change that 80% and let's make that 20% of people not subscribed to the channel. So I'm gonna make this really, really easy for you guys. Down in the bottom right-hand corner right now, if you see that 4K logo, go ahead and click on that. That will allow you to subscribe to the channel without having to leave this video. Be sure to click on your notification bell so you get notices for videos just like this. Every time we launch a brand new video, you'll get a ping, a notification will pop up on your phone that I've launched a new video. This will keep you in touch with me here in Las Vegas, and this will make sure that you get the absolute most up-to-date content here in Las Vegas that you can from 4K Vegas. So I appreciate all of the support. To subscribe, it's absolutely free to do so. So if you have not already subscribed to the channel, do so. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost you a dime. You're gonna see awesome videos like this. The support is greatly appreciated though. So if you guys can support the channel, it is appreciated. You can do that through Patreon. I did put links down in the description below. This only helps bring more of Las Vegas content here for you guys. So I always appreciate all the help that any of you all can give. If you can, that's awesome. I appreciate it, and I'll be sure to link all of my Patreon members down in the credits of this video. So I'll put all of my Patreon members, I'll give you credit down in the description of this video, and then at the end of this video I will put a clip with all of your names on it as well. So thank you so much for your support for the channel. It only helps bring more of Las Vegas here for you guys. Over on my left is Carlos O'Charlie's. It's been here forever, as long as I've been coming to Vegas. Carlos O'Charlie's has been here. Right now, if you go straight ahead, that will take you to where you need to check in for the hotel lobby. They also have the garage and also the tram to get to the monorail on the backhand side. You can do that straight ahead this way. If you follow me on the right, this will take you up to the beginning of the casino floor here. This is kind of the back part of the casino floor. The food court here at the Flamingo is over on my right-hand side. They have Johnny Rockets, a few different things. I've eaten at the Johnny Rockets there before. It is pretty decent, like any Johnny Rockets in Vegas. It's kind of the same damn thing. It really doesn't change, but it doesn't get any worse. So that's definitely a plus. Bananos Pizza is also here as well. Bananos, Johnny Rockets are kind of a dime a dozen here in Vegas. You'll see them everywhere. There's plenty of different food options for that. We'll take you down this way. This will take us kind of back towards the Boulevard. Over on my right, you'll see Bugsy's Bar. This is a good spot to grab a drink. They do have gameplay inside the tables. The cashier lounge is over on my left-hand side, as well as the high limit slots here at the Flamingo. The table games, from what I can see right now, I'm seeing $10 and $15 minimums because it is during the day. So there's going to be a little bit lower limits during the day. So this is usually when I recommend to do your gambling, is during the day, and do your exploring at night. The reason why I say that, the table limits are a hell of a lot lower during the day than what they are at night, so you can save yourself some money, and you're not out there walking in the heat of the day when it's absolutely hot out here in June and July. This will help save you, keep you hydrated during the day. Go out and explore when the sun's not radiating down on you. You don't get sunburnt that way, and you stay hydrated a little bit quicker, and you feel a lot better at the end of the day. Just a word of reference from somebody that's been here multiple times. So if you guys want to take my advice, it's good advice. If you don't, that's okay too. Do your own thing. Straight ahead of me on the left is the Cromwell. I usually don't go in there, and a lot of people ask me why. They have a very strict and stringent filming policy. They don't like people to film with inside the casino resorts, and they'll tell you to stop as soon as they see you come in with the camera. So that's why I've kind of stayed away from the Cromwell. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a secret undercover filming there and try and film as much of it as we can without getting caught. Like I said, Filming in casinos is frowned upon here on the Las Vegas Boulevard. It's not illegal. If they do catch you filming, they'll usually just say, hey, stop filming. We don't want you filming within the resort or establishment. Out here on the Boulevard, people don't really give a shit. You can film all you want and nobody will come and say a thing. Now, unless you're a really stuck-up security guard at New York, and you tell people they cannot film outside and you're in public property on a public place, just tell them to go get a real job and stop being a rent-a-cop here in Las Vegas. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that at all. That will probably get you in trouble. Just say, okay, thanks. Just keep filming and keep walking. They ain't going to say anything. They ain't going to do nothing. The second that you stop filming, it gives them a chip on their shoulder. They feel like they can tell every tourist that. And I just don't put up with that shit. I'm just not going to have somebody tell me to stop filming because they just want to be on their high horse. Now, that guy could have had his own issues going on that day for whatever reason. He may have been having a good or a bad day. Sometimes that happens to me too, but I'm not here to frown or down on anybody here in the fabulous city of Sin, but I'd really hate to be told not to film, especially when I'm walking outside in a public place. And man, it's freedom of speech. That's my First Amendment right. I have the right to be out here. I have the right to film in a public place, just as long as I'm not infringing on the rights of those of others. So as long as I'm not violating anybody else's rights, I'm okay to film, in my opinion. Now, these casinos like to think a little bit differently, but that's why it's always been a cat and mouse game, and I've always been a pretty damn good mouse. They've always been a pretty lousy cat. They always kind of remind me of Garfield, hotel security. Every time I always use the cat and mouse analogy, I always see Garfield just sitting there scarfing down lasagna as I'm just walking past carrying about my normal business with a piece of cheese that I just got from the kitchen. So it's one of those things. They don't like filming here in Vegas, but you can get away with it. I've obviously proven that point several times in Las Vegas. Right now, this intersection that you're looking at is Flamingo in Las Vegas Boulevard. I'm going to kind of take you to the left-hand side. We'll continue our venture down the south part of Las Vegas Boulevard. They do also have another monorail station for the Las Vegas monorail at Bally's, and Paris is another connecting station. Now, Bally's and Paris connecting station on the monorail is the closest one to the Bellagio Fountain Show. So if you're trying to get to the Fountain Show, this is the quickest monorail exit drop for that. So if you want to check that out, you certainly can. Straight ahead of me here, this is the sky bridge that will take you over to the Bellagio. This will cross Las Vegas Boulevard and put you right into the Bellagio entrance, which will kind of take you up towards the casino. We're not going to do that today. We're going to stick on the bottom side of this strip and keep going past Paris and a bunch of other places here in Las Vegas. So over on my left, they do have a bunch of new shops in here. They've actually filled this out quite a bit. This used to be pretty vacant in years past. It seems to have filled out quite a bit with a bunch of different shops that have come in here. There's a good ramen noodle shop that's actually up there too. So if you want to grab a good bite to eat, there is a good noodle shop that's a little bit further up. One of the downers here in Las Vegas is they are shutting down the buffets, guys. MGM Resorts International announced that all their buffets were going to be shut down due to the coronavirus and try and limit the spread of this virus here in Las Vegas. Now, I think this shit is way blown out of proportion. Just wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, and just be smart about your judgment. Before you eat, make sure you wash your hands. After you eat, wash your hands. Before you touch your face or put your fingers in your mouth, make sure you wash your hands. You'd be surprised at how many people do not wash their hands in the city. It's absolutely disgusting. After you get done playing the machines, wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. This is going to be the way that you do not catch the coronavirus here in Vegas. Germs are everywhere in the city. People are always going to be sick when they come here. There's a lot of international travel guests that come here to Sin City. So these are some of the ways that you'll help keep yourself safe in Las Vegas and enjoy a good experience. Now, from what I've heard, the Encore Win, they are not allowing customers to touch the utensils. They are actually going to serve the customers at the buffets. And Caesar said, hey, business is normal. MGM, you can shut down. We're going to make the revenue off of your closed buffets and keep this going. But as to each their own, do what you want when you come to the city of Sin, but just to give you a heads up, some of the buffets have been closed down to try and contain some of the outbreak here in Las Vegas. There's already been a confirmed case. A guy has been quarantined here in the city of Sin with the coronavirus. So it is out there. They were saying he was at the Mirage Convention Center or something like that. So just be wary when you're in a place like this where there's plenty of large groups of people. Just be diligent. do your due diligence, you know, wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer. This place does get disgusting at times. Straight ahead on my left-hand side, you'll see the bottom of the Eiffel Tower support there. That will take you into the entrance of Le Casino at Paris. Paris is definitely a good spot. I stayed there with my wife. We had one of the luxuries of having one of the rooms that faced the Bellagio fountains. We had a really good room. I did do a room review of that video, so if you guys missed that, I think that was done March of 2017, so I know it's been a while. But that is a good spot to stay. It is a Caesars property, as well as Planet Hollywood, so both of those are Caesars Entertainment. But I did enjoy my stay at Paris. I would definitely stay there again. I have stayed at the Bellagio. I did get a Bellagio fountain view room with the strip view and everything. That was pretty awesome. So if you guys haven't checked that video, be sure to do so. Be sure to go to my channel's homepage, click on all the videos. There are tons of videos. Everybody asks me if I filmed every Las Vegas resort on the strip, and I think that I have. I don't think there's one that I missed on the strip, but off the strip I know I have not filmed all of the off the strip casinos, so that's something that we'll have to make our way around and get to doing that. I know it's on my list of things to do, and that list is ever growing here in Las Vegas because so much has come and so much has gone and so much change happens in the city in a short duration of time. Now this is Paris Drive and Las Vegas Boulevard. I always get stuck at this intersection for some reason, so I'm going to try and make it across here. Even though it says don't walk right now, I'm going to make my risk and try and break my routine of having to stick at this intersection. Now I've always been stuck at this intersection for the last few years, and in the strip walk videos you'll see that. If you see the egg slut advertisement over on the corner of the Cosmo there, that is a good spot to eat. They do have some delicious egg sandwiches there, so if you want a good egg sandwich, Egg Slut definitely knows how to do it right and knows how to stir the controversy with the name. It was interesting when I saw that name first pop up, and it made me wonder what was that place like. So I think it's done enough with the name itself just to draw in and capture the audience and see what is this place all about. Cabo Wabo Cantina is over on my left-hand side. That place is always pretty busy from what I've always walked by. Miracle Mile shops are here at Planet Hollywood. They do have Ocean 11. So if you are, excuse me, not Ocean 11, I'm thinking of a movie here, damn it. Ocean 1. It is a good, cheap, but good eats. It's a good lunch special. I think everything on their lunch menu is $4.99. So absolutely dirt cheap. You'll have to check that out. Happy to report Gordon Ramsay's burger is still here. It's a delicious burger. If you want to stop and catch Gordon Ramsay's burger, it is here at Planet Hollywood. But I think since today it's a little bit cooler, I'm going to keep on the outside of Planet Hollywood today. And there's a special reason for that, is because Chick-Fil-A has finally come to Las Vegas Boulevard. You guys don't have to drive to Sahara and I-15 to go to Chick-Fil-A anymore. You don't have to take a taxi or take your rental car all the way down there. You can actually stop right here by Planet Hollywood and get your Chick-Fil-A. Now, the bad part about this Chick-Fil-A is it does not have everything on the menu. It has 3 menu items. It has the original chicken sandwich as the number 1. It has the spicy chicken sandwich as number 2. And then for number 3, they have the crispy chicken nuggets. But unfortunately, today is Sunday, so Chick-fil-A on all Chick-fil-A's are actually closed on Sunday. So today Chick-fil-A isn't open, but I did eat here. I do have some good pros and cons about this place, which I'll kind of discuss in my cheap but good eats video, but I'll share a little bit of the reasons why I'm not too thrilled about this Chick-fil-A. So one, the limited menu is kind of one of the downfalls of this Chick-fil-A. I like everything on Chick-fil-A. Their grilled chicken nuggets are absolutely awesome, and they only have the fried chicken nuggets here at this one. So if you want the grilled chicken nuggets, you're a fan of those, you're going to have to go to the Sahara and I-15 Chick-fil-A. And also the other downfall about this Chick-fil-A, and I'll kind of show it to you here in a second, they have this small little kiosk area for you to kind of go through, and it does have fans and stuff for the summertime when it is extremely hot to kind of cool you off, but it has a very, very limited spot for seating, and it seems like they didn't have things very well organized. When I was here, maybe it's just because it was new, because of growing pains, but that's one of the things that I was kind of turned off on. The service seemed extremely lethargic. There wasn't any place to eat, so we actually had to take our order to go, and we actually walked inside the Miracle Mile shop, just sat down at one of the random vendors that had tables and just ate there. I know that those vendors probably frown upon that. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, so as you can see, Chick-Fil-A is closed, very, very limited seating. Kind of over to the left-hand side, you'll see where some of the bench seating is for that. It's, like I said, extremely limited, and that is kind of a downfall about this Chick-Fil-A. So one of the things to take into consideration if you're staying at your hotel, if it's closed, grab Chick-Fil-A, go back to your hotel and eat, but they don't have a lot of seating here, so that's a definite downfall. The PBR Bar and Grill is over on the left-hand side. That place is always pretty bumping, especially on the weekends for sure. As I go up this escalator, there was a change in this little mall up towards the top, which I'll show you when I get over there. We'll kind of pan over to the right, show you how windy of a day it is here in Las Vegas. Now, keep in mind, this is kind of sheltered between a lot of buildings. The Boulevard there in the center really isn't, so you may be able to pick up some of that wind interference, but like we said, it's not perfect here in the city of Sin. It is a very windy day here. The higher you get on these skywalks, the more windier it appears and seems to be. So we will go up here over on my left-hand side. Bubblegum Shrimp. Over to my right is an extremely overpriced tattoo shop. These are the sliding doors, which are new. They did not have those pull doors from before, if you remember. Fat Tuesdays is those frozen drinks, kind of like the Big Chill. We've talked about those a few times in these latest videos. Straight ahead is Walgreens, good spot to grab your water, beer, sorts of things like that. Essentials, bags of chips, way cheaper here than your essential shop, so if you need to do that there. Viva Vegas, this is a gift shop, 99-cent keychains, magnets. They got all sorts of stuff. The magnet store is actually over on the left-hand side, 70% off all magnets, which are marked up by 75%. But if you want to check it out, it's over there on the left-hand side. Rainforest Cafe is also on the left-hand side, and then this pizza place at the end. This is one of the things that I went back through the old strip walk videos. So Pizza d'Italia, back in May of 2019, this was not here. July when I came in 2019, they actually finished it, and it's still here in 2020. So that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to go through and cover with you guys to see if you guys wanted to see some of the changes in the city, some of the stuff like that. When Rainforest Cafe came here, what was there before, you know? I think a lot of people would like to see those compilation videos of all the changes. One of the biggest things that I can think has changed is the pedestrian bridge by Park MGM. So I definitely want to document some of those changes here in the city. Now, if you guys remember the Harley Davidson grill barbecue place that was up here, that's been down for a long time, and I always thought that they've had a lot of tenancy issues here, but there is a new barbecue place. It is a Texas tequila barbecue place over on my left-hand side, so if you guys want to check that out, it is new, it is open now, so they kind of expanded a little bit, but like I said, that had remained vacant for a long duration of time. Over on my right-hand side, this is going to be Harmon Avenue in Las Vegas Boulevard. So Harmon Avenue, if you take that over to my right, that will take you to where the Hard Rock was here at Las Vegas. Now the Hard Rock is coming back. It's temporarily closed right now. They're doing a bunch of renovations, remodels at the Hard Rock, so it should be an awesome place when it comes. Unfortunately, I didn't make it there. They had a last big Super Bowl party, and then after the Super Bowl party was done, they kind of just closed their doors and kind of just went out with a big bang. Straight ahead of me there, that is the Shops at Crystal's. Pretty cool place. They also have a tram that goes to the Bellagio Park MGM that stops at the Crystal shop as well. So if you want to get on the free tram, it's on the opposite side of the Boulevard. You can do that for free at Crystal's. They also have a station at Bellagio. They also have a station at Park MGM. The other free tram is from Excalibur. It will take you to Luxor and Mandalay Bay. The other tram starts at MGM and goes all the way down to the SLS, or the new Sahara. It's the old Sahara, just renamed and remodeled. Didn't really change at all. They did name it the SLS. Satan loves sinners is what everybody always used to quote it, but it's back to the old Sahara Las Vegas, which is cool. I love the Sahara. I'm glad that they brought it back. Resorts World is almost finished as well. They have a bunch of stuff that is completed on the outside, and then we're going to start working on the inside. A bunch of souvenir shops over on my left-hand side. I did check these out. An update from prior years. Remember where I said they had the 4 for $10 t-shirts, but all they had was mediums and small? Happy to report when I was in there the other day, they had all sizes. They even had 2X sizes. I was pretty surprised. And it was 2X in American size, not 2X in Chinese or Japanese size. So stuff that would actually fit you. So definitely check out these 4 for $10 t-shirt deals. They are pretty good at those gift shops. You'll have to check them out. A bunch of different tour places if you want to see the Grand Tour, or the Grand Canyon Tour, Hoover Dam Tour. You can take some of those little tour shops like that, and that will show you. Rock and Riley's is up on my left-hand side. Now, if you've never been to a Rock and Riley's, it's kind of like an Applebee's or any sort of like American burger, sit-down restaurant type of place. Pretty cool. Aria Place is over on the right. This is the intersection that we're going to be coming across here. Now that will take you to the parking garage at the Aria, as well as the parking garages for the Dare area as well. Now back on here, this is kind of like another little horseshoe type of walkway, kind of like it is over by Harris and the Link, but it is a little bit different. Smokey's Bistro and Bar is actually on my left-hand side. I've heard that's a pretty good place to grab a bite to eat. I'm going to have to test it out and let you guys know my official opinion. Maybe next time we're here in Vegas, I'll have to do a video there. So you'll have to remind me, be sure to comment if you want to see some of these videos. Maybe you don't want to see some of these videos, comment what your suggestion for videos would be, because I'm always down to take suggestions from viewers like you. Actually, some of the best videos I've ever done in Las Vegas have been viewer suggested videos. So if you guys have stuff that you want to see filmed here in the fabulous city of Sin, I will try and accommodate that. I'm not able to get everything done all the time. Sometimes I can't even get the stuff that I want to get done in this fabulous city of Sin. It happens from time to time. I do run out of time, but I try and get as much of this stuff done in Las Vegas as we can. Now, if you notice on my right-hand side where Shim Lim is, that big sign is an LED sign. It's kind of like the Aria. It gets a little bit blinding at night on the Boulevard, so I have my comments on those signs. I think that during certain hours of the day, they shouldn't be allowed to do super bright colors on there. They should just be able to do darker, blues, reds, purples, blacks, things like that, a little bit darker, not grays, whites, and things that are extremely blinding at night. Over on my left, there are some more souvenir discount shops. There is a Walgreens up here on my left-hand side. Over on my right-hand side, directly across the street, there is a CVS. So be sure to check those out. Now these CVS and Walgreens, they're a little bit more overpriced than off the strip, but it's not too terribly bad. So to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, a little bit overpriced compared to off the strip. So at Walgreens, for example, you can get a 3-pack of 24-ounce slice for, I think it's $9.99. And if you go off the strip to the same Walgreens, or CVS Pharmacy, you can get that same 3-pack 24-ounce Coors Lights for $7.99. There is a $2 markup here on the strip. I guess that is for convenience and ease. So that's something to take into consideration. So up on my left-hand side, this glass building right behind Walgreens, this is actually going to be a Target. This has been under construction for some time. The last time I was here in May and July of 2019 and February of 2019, this was all under construction. So this big glass structure here on my left-hand side is going to be a Target, and the Ross Dress for Less is right behind it. There's also the Hard Rock Cafe is coming up here. The skywalk that you see all those people on up there in the distance, that is brand new. That is the new skywalk that will take you over to Park MGM. So if you want some good pictures of the strip, that's skywalk. The glass hasn't been all destroyed and marked up and keyed and all that other stuff, so you can actually get some pretty decent pictures from that skywalk bridge. Probably shouldn't have mentioned that, because now that I mentioned that, some asshole is going to go key up all the glass panels and make it so you can't take good pictures. But anyway, we'll save those comments for a little bit later and for another date, another time. We're having a good walk down the strip here in Paradise, Nevada, so let's continue to have a good time and continue this walk down here a little bit further. So as we talked about, Ross Dress for Less is up here. The Hard Rock Cafe is up here. ABC Stores is up here as well, and Denny's is up here as well. Now the Denny's has some pretty good deals. Their breakfast deals seem to be really, really good. Like I think it's the $3, $4, $5, and $6 breakfast deals, but as those deals are really good, it attracts a lot of people. So the unfortunate part about that Denny's is, although the deals are really cheap, they're cheap but good eats here in Las Vegas, that line extends out the door in the morning time, and sometimes during the lunch hour, it can get a little bit extravagant as well. So as you can see, there's already people waiting outside trying to get in, and it's always a pretty busy place. So right now, this is going to be Park and Las Vegas Boulevard. I'm going to continue to go up this way. Over on my left-hand side, there's an Outback Steakhouse here. There is a Coca-Cola store, so if you want to check out the Coca-Cola store, get some souvenirs for that, it's pretty cool. Over to my right, if you saw that green Lamborghini Aventador, that is one of Royalty Exotics rental cars. You can pick up one of those cars for about $11.99 for a few hours. And I think they got like 75-mile limit for like 4 hours or something, or like 200 miles for 8 hours, or unlimited miles for 24. And the price varies from those. So if you want to check out Houston at Royalty Exotics, be sure to do that. They'll give you a good deal. Legit down-to-earth guy. If you've ever been to Royalty Exotics, they treat you really well. They don't try and play any BS. Their prices are their prices. And when they say they're the lowest in Vegas, they're the lowest in Vegas, and probably with any exotic rental car that I've seen. So decent place to check that out, and a really decent car rental place. So check out Houston Royalty Exotics if you guys want to check that out. Be sure to support some of my other Las Vegas bloggers as well. There are a lot of good Vegas content bloggers here, and not all of us are from here. I think there's only one Las Vegas blogger, or two, that actually live in the city of Sin, and the rest of us just travel from outside in. Designer Shoe Warehouse, this was down in the past. This was under construction in one of those other videos, and I think I'm going to do the compilation video. Now that I think about it, I think I'm just going to do it, put some of those videos out for you guys. If you like them, you do. If you don't, oh well. The content's out there for you guys if you want to see the changes here in Las Vegas. The Adidas Store is going to be off on my left-hand side. The Polo Association and T-Mobile Store are over here on my left-hand side as well. This will kind of take you back towards MGM and kind of wrap that up, but I think we're going to start wrapping up this video here a little bit. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you have not already done so. Consider supporting the channel through Patreon. This only brings more of Las Vegas to you guys and more content like this to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Las Vegas strip walk video. If you guys did, my name is Ryan here from the fabulous city of Sin. Until next time, my friends.